Now, day 3 of the LaFerrari Aperta event, and yeah, it's breaking out the Chevy Grand Sport. Now, I will point out that that car is available in the car hunt for the first week of this event, and there's 600 packs available for it and 20 guaranteed blueprints. And now I've got like car hunt tips on how you can auto drive that with zero input to grind a lot of those races, so you don't have to do it 200 times. I'll put the link to that video down in the description underneath. But there's 125 time in the Grand Sport. Yeah, if you see my version of this car, which is maxed out, that might be a bit daunting in thinking the fact of like, oh, it could be very difficult. But saying that, if you look at the actual stats and the top speed, the 335, like your lower versions of this car aren't going to be that much lower than this, as the top speed didn't increase a whole pile throughout the tuning of this car. Handling, acceleration and nitro do very much increase with it. But yeah, you should definitely be able to do this, because the main stat here you're looking at is top speed, especially on the 1000 Minarets course in Cairo. Now, obviously this version of the car is super highly tuned, but I am just still going to take it on a extra risky route, just it'll help anyone who's got a lower tuned version of this car get the most out of a Grand Sport on this course. So you want to be making use of these 4 ramps to leave the first city area, just because yeah, you'll find it like while this car has that top speed of the 217, while it's in the air it has obviously like a far higher top speed. So you want to be throwing it into those ramps with an imperfect nitro on just as you touch them if possible. Obviously as many of them as you can make use of and still feel comfortable with while you're driving through. You want to be kind of careful with that one to make sure you go high enough to go over. There's a blue signpost that's there. Yeah, if you touch off of that, it's run over. And obviously like the handling of this car became a whole lot better towards the end of its tuning, so that area on the corkscrew might slow you down on a lower tuned version of the car. But yeah, try and maintain as much speed as possible going through that, and just put the front wheel right as close to the curb as you possibly can. But that's this version of the car running through this with nearly 6 seconds to spare. Yeah, like I say, usually in the fact that like you can shave off about 100 like tuning per second, which would mean that yeah, the 3.4K version of this car should be able to do it, which would only be like 1 star off the top. But I would genuinely think you should be able to get a 125 time in that car all the way down through the rankings, especially if you make use of those ramps to throw it forward. If you just drive flatland on this course, notice the fact that like you will be going a whole lot slower, just because of the fact that like long straights, which especially you get a lot of in 1000 Minarets, are not ideal for the Grand Sport skills. And the Grand Sport's main skill, like I said, is definitely not its top speed. That is probably its one weakness. So you want to be making use of those ramps if you're having trouble with that time, and it should hopefully boost you up towards that 125. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to give this one a look to see as well if it's possible to do in touch drive. Could actually be pretty tight to get that 125, but yeah, okay. I'm going to throw my sub button up here over my head. And there's my indie game reviews up there where I mess around and take a look at really cheap, really small little indie games. Okay guys, if these videos help you at all, please give a click on that one, and you can follow me along through all of these days as this event unfolds. Okay, good luck and happy farming.